Hello, I'm David, and today I'd like to show you how to configure an Active Directory domain services on the Windows Core Server 2008. But first we're going to be configuring a DNS server for this server core, and it is going to use a DNS server which is located on our domain server, which is domain1.local, and it is 2050 RWDC1 with the IP address of 10.1.1.200, and this server core has an IP address of 10.1.1.203. We're going to be installing the Active Directory domain services using an unintended file on the server core, and we'll be using DC promo. And then once we completed and rebooted, we're going to display the SRV records to verify through a NS lookup. So we can close this out. Right now, the first thing we need to do is connect to our DNS server. We're actually on this server core right here on 2050 SCDC, and we're going to connect to this 2050 RWDC1, which is our DNS server. But first, let's do an IP config and verify we don't have a DNS server set up. IP config /all. And as you see right here, we do not have a DNS server. Okay, so we need to configure one. So we need to do a net sh and enter. And we'll get a net sh prompt. And we want interface. Then we're going to IP version 4. Okay, we need to set the DNS server name. And that will be equal in quotes our local area connection in quotes space, and then source is going to be equal to static address is equal to 10.1.1.200. Now that is our domain server up here, our domain1.local, and press enter. Okay, we're going to exit. Now let's do our IP config again, see if we've got a DNS server, and we do. And so now we should be able to ping that 2050 RWDC1 by name. Okay, we got a ping. So now we need to set up our unintended file for DC promo to run. So let's go to Notepad. And I've already got that keyed up, so let me copy it here. Select all. Copy, close that out. Okay, we're going to be doing a replica. Our replica domain DNS name is domain1.local. Site name, default first site name, install DNS. Our username is going to be domain1.local /administrator. There's the password for it. And we're going to take the default pass on the files. And our safe admin password is the same. And once we're done, we're going to reboot on completion. So let's save this thing at save as, and we want it on the root directory. And we're going to save it as unattend.txt. Okay, close it out. Let's just verify that it's there before we get started. There it is. So now we can do DC promo space /unattend colon our path to our unintended text file. It was .text. And here we go. Press the enter key. It's going to check the binaries. And it's going to be going through this. And it'll reboot when it's done. Okay, we've rebooted after the install. Now let's verify SRC records. And to do that, we do a NS lookup. NS lookup. We'll get an NS prompt there. And we want to set the type is SRC. Enter. Oh, SRV, excuse me. It's set type SRV. Set type V. Set type. Let me exit and start again. Let's look up. Set type is equal SRV. Okay. Now we want to do an underscore KR BROS dot underscore TCP dot DC dot underscore NSDCS dot domain 1 dot local. Hit enter, and right there is our SRP, and it did go out there and pick up the 10.1200, and then we can do an exit here. And one other thing, let's go back in the notepad just a second and look at our unattend file, the root directory, and notice our passwords we had put in there are both gone here, and both the password equal and the safe mode admin password is equal. The password has been taken out, and that is done by the Windows Server during DC promo. That concludes this tutorial. Thanks for watching.